Okay. My name is Derek Haynes, and I am going to be talking about Steven Universe and different societal concepts or sociological concepts that he discusses, he being Steven and others discuss in the TV show. So, any music you hear, any pictures you hear is not the property of myself. It is the property of Rebecca Sugar, Cartoon Network, or anyone else other than Derek, whoever it originates from, including artwork. Same thing goes for that. Number two, thanks to Duaa for organizing the information, making sure this project was done in a good order. She is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get started. Steven Universe is a TV show which discusses different sociological concepts under the guise of mystery and magic and science. So Steven Universe is the title character of this cartoon, and he is a 13 or 14-year-old guy who is basically a human and an alien. He's known as a half human, half gem. Gems are mystical beings of space rocks, if you will, that are sentient. And these magical space aliens are known to basically travel the galaxy all throughout the universe. All of the gems, excluding Steven, are female. Even though they don't have any genitalia, they don't sexually reproduce, they present as female. Steven is the only male gem that has ever existed, as far as we know currently. So, with that being said, the show follows Steven on his adventure to help the crystal gems against the tyranny of Homeworld, where all gems originate. Homeworld is a place where if you are created, you're supposed to follow a role and stick in that line. You're supposed to follow the stereotype that you have and continue in that area. So, with that being said, let's continue. Steven goes on adventures with the crystal gems to find different things needed, different objects, different artifacts, and do other things. If you want to learn more about any of the information I present, I will put links in the description to various things, from descriptions of Steven Universe to the articles that I've used. So, cartoons and gender expression have gone hand in hand since, the days of Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse. However, as noted by Zsanelle Morel in the Prolongation of Work, male characters such as Bugs Bunny generally are able to transgress gender. They were generally able to exhibit masculine and feminine characteristics. As such, we have a whole slew of characters, from Yosemite Sam to Wile E. Coyote to Mickey Mouse and Goofy to Tweety Bird to Sylvester the Cat, or Tom and Jerry, Popeye even, who are able to show female and masculine traits, while Olive Oils or the Grannies or Witch Hazel, those characters were only female. But when we come to this show, this cartoon, Steven Universe, and other cartoons of this era, we see more female characters expressing different genders and varying roles of the female gender. So they transgress those norms and those expectations. So what I mean by that is we see females who are powerful, like Korra in the Legends of Korra, the Avatar series, who are strong, they know what they want, they're headstrong. She doesn't really do the whole feminine girly girl thing well. She's seen as a tomboy, and it's not really overly done or done in a silly way. In a similar way, when we think of Steven Universe, we see the character Garnet. Garnet is a character who transgresses gender. She shows a motherly role as far as being concerning for Steven, caring about the other crystal gems, watching over them, making sure everybody's okay and everybody's alright and taken care of. But she can also show a tough guy archetype, whereas she's strong, she's powerful, people want to be her and be like her. Her armor isn't typical of a tough woman or a fighting warrior woman. It's not revealing, it's not overly sexy, it's not, unnecessarily revealing. It's kind of gender neutral. She has these giant gauntlets, these giant fists, and that is what, assists her in her day-to-day battles. The same could be said of Bismuth, who's another former crystal gem. And Bismuth is pretty much drawn to appear male, in my opinion. She is referred to with female pronouns, but she's not really shown to be a typical girly girl or a typical cartoon female as what we would think. In addition, every gym has a job, and bismuth's job, like the other bismuths, are to be blacksmiths. They are to create the weapons and the armors and the everything that we need, machinery that will be needed in different crystal gym and other gym facets of life. And that is something that we generally don't see female characters doing in cartoons. Even when we think of the main character, Steven, he is not related to the traditional male stereotypes, traditional male roles. He is a gentleman who is 13 or 14 once again. He watches soap operas, he cries freely, he expresses his emotions freely. His favorite color is pink. He's caring and concerned about everybody. He wants to make sure everybody's cool and happy, and he's really in tune with his emotional self. That is something that is not generally associated with being a male. He's shown as being able to be weak and vulnerable when the time shows it. He's shown to often exhibit female traits, even though he's a teenage boy.
Steven, why do you have to...
Additionally, the show speaks on the power of women through the gyms, and it flashbacks to the war that happened, this great giant gym war. So as I mentioned before, gyms are these expansive race of varying gyms, varying creatures, but all of them are female. We had a whole war alluded to and kind of shown in this series that was only women. And that is something that I don't think I've seen anywhere else, where we see only women fighting, participating, doing everything. And it's not done in a hilarious way, or, oh, look at those girls fighting, they're cat fighting or slapping each other in the face, or, oh, let me fix my nail. It's an all-out war where people were lost, gyms were lost, there were tragedies on all ends, there was political insurgencies and all of this stuff that we generally relate to being a male. Continuing on, that social dynamics of women, their power, expression of femininity, we think of the gym's power to fuse. A gym's power to fuse, as mentioned in an article by Quill Culture, which kind of wraps it all up in a nice bow, is the ability that gyms have to join to create a different entity. This entity shares features of the gyms that make it up, its totality, and it has different powers and grows in strength as they get together. This fusion of gyms is used to express the different emotional connections and communications and relationships throughout characters and throughout the show. This can also be used to express same-gender relationships and the concept of being transgender. When we think of transgendered as an example of a fusion, we think of the fusion Stevoni. Stevoni is a fusion of Steven, who is half gym, half human, and Connie, who is a human of Indian descent, his girlfriend. A prominent role, which is not usually seen for somebody of Indian descent. So, Stevoni is androgynous. Stevoni presents somewhat as female. However, she or they, as they're often referred to in the show, are never referred to by gendered pronouns. Steven and Connie are able to experience being one person as Stevoni and having a gender-bending experience, whereas the whole city sees a beautiful person. Women and males are all enamored by Stevoni, and it's the coolest thing in the world. So, when we continue on this whole exploration, we see that this intimate aspect of fusion can relate to same gender-loving relationships. So garnet or another fusion, rainbow quartz, are examples of where loving relationships between two gems, all of which are female excluding Steven, come together to become united as one being, as one person. And is not even noted as a strange thing or something crazy within the series. It's just normal, even with the mention of the gems and their powers. So, the thing that makes all of these and other sociological concepts within Steven Universe exciting is because it's presented in ways that are not believable. Our suspension of belief, as mentioned in another article, is taken away and used to inject sociological concepts within our own mindset and our frames. We see stereotyping of gyms and how all the gyms have roles, and those roles are supposed to be played out as said by homework. And if you try to do something outside of your role, you're either reprimanded or destroyed. And that can be related to our own world, where if you try to fight somebody's stereotyped role of you, that can be uncomfortable and alarming and a cause of incitation of fear and hatred for you. If you are a black person that doesn't speak in the Ebonics and listen to a bunch of rap, or if you are an Asian person who is not able to do heavy math calculations and other stereotypes, they get, misaligned on how they're supposed to see you within their worldview. Same thing within the home world and the gyms. Each gym has a role. Rubies are to be protectors and guards. Sapphires are to sell the future. They are to be protected. The pearls are to be subservient. They work all the machinery. They do this, they do that. Everybody has their own roles. So, breaking this traditional order, as seen with the crystal gems, all of them in some way, breaking a traditional role or a stereotype or expectation is empowering to not only women who are seeing a mainly female cast all breaking out in some way, but it's just empowering all viewers of all ages. We all get to see characters who are living their lives irregardless of others' expectations, and that can be really empowering. So, to wrap this all up, in conclusion, this is a children's TV show, Steven Universe. It comes on Cartoon Network. If you have not watched it, I give you the charge. Please go and find it. Please watch it. It comes on, I don't have cable, but it comes on Cartoon Network. I'm sure you can stream it somewhere and find it. It is a show that explores and expresses different concepts of orientation and gender, and not in a hilarious, demeaning way like some other shows can do. But this TV show and other shows, The Legends of Korra and Avatar, The Last Airbender, and other cartoons, really give us an alternative approach to learning. We can learn how to accept those who are different than us. We can learn how to understand those who are different than us through these shows that take us through wild, magical rides. And we can also remember that despite what our own views are, we have to always keep in mind that cartoons are able to express different ideas that we may not catch. I remember watching children's shows as a child and reviewing those shows now as an adult and seeing different messages that those cartoons taught me, and thinking, oh, this is why I do that, or this is why I think this way because of this cartoon. Cartoons, media, movies, TV shows, comic books can all have a societal impact on us. And it's refreshing that Steven Universe and other shows are having a positive societal impact. So, if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, use the comments below. You can hit me up on my Facebook, which I'll also link. And, like I said, look up the TV show, look up the links, look up the articles in which will be cited. And just, enjoy yourself and have a great day.